Alright everybody, this is Creative Control.
And we are going to read you some stories we wrote today in the vein of post-apocalyptic world and maintaining a healthy relationship
With your spouses.
So I don't remember who went first last time.
I don't recall.
We'll flip for it.
We're flipping for it. I'm doing 5.
Heads. That means I get to pick, and you're going first.
Fuck off. Alright everybody, my story's called, I don't really have a name for it. I just called it Graceland, but I never really came up with a good title, so...
From the top, here we go.
Here we go, from the top. 100 years. Yeah, very morning. It begins in the year 3058. The biggest natural disaster hit the world. Tornadoes, tsunamis, volcanoes. Hail this... What? Tornadoes, tsunamis.
Sorry.
Now I don't want to read anymore.
My story's
Okay.
done.
Hail the size of soccer balls. Billions were killed. Those who survived took shelter wherever they could. Now it's 5 years have passed.
So it's not the year 36, 32 anymore?
It's not, no. It's 5 years past that.
Oh, okay.
So a couple named Carl and Judith walking across a desert wasteland that used to be New York. Poking out from the ground, you can see the Statue of Liberty's head and arm. Carl and Judith walk inside the face of the Statue of Liberty, where you can see it's where they are living. There's a couch, card games, and food. Carl sits while Judith is holding the bags. Ugh, Carl says, I'm exhausted. Judith looking upset at Carl. Seriously, Carl? Carl responds, What? I didn't do anything, Judith. Judith's shaking her head. You can't help me put away the groceries. You have to sit on your ass. Carl gets angry. Oh, yeah, here we go again. Who had to dig through all the sand to get to McDonald's? Me. Who had to fight all those ravagers? Oh, yeah, me. Who wanted to stop off the little cute dress shop to try on dresses for 2 hours so she can look good for dinner tonight? Yeah, that was you. But...
I sat there.
Yeah, I sat there. But I can't sit down for 5 minutes? Judith's face turning red. I didn't even want McDonald's. And the Ravengers were like 3 10-year-old kids. And I want to look pretty for once in 5 years, and that's so hard. Carl throws his hands up in the air. You know what? McDonald's never goes bad. We got 5 fries, 4 Big Macs, 2 McDoubles, and 84 McRibs. And they were only back for a limited time. You know this! And yeah, they may have been 10-year-olds. But did you see that one kid? He was shredded. Looked like a little Arnold, for Christ's sakes. Carl and Judith eating McDonald's in silence. Carl looks over at Judith with food as well. I'm sorry. Judith looks over and smiles. I'm sorry too. 12 o'clock rolls by. Judith and Carl sleeping in their bed. There's a crash. From the next room. Carl gets up with his bat and runs into the next room. There's a group of people standing. He starts swinging his bat rapidly. Die, you blood-sucking mother sons of Jesus! Judith runs into the room. Carl, what the hell are you doing? Carl looks back, still swinging. I finally got them, Judith. Judith grabs the bat from him. Wait, you finally got my family? Carl looks on the ground. There's Judith's family. Her grandmother's grabbing her back. Ow, my hip. What the hell's wrong with you, Carl? Carl just standing there in shock. Well... What? No one knocks anymore? Like that was a pre-apocalyptic thing? We're in a society here. We need to start behaving like one. Judith staring at Carl with an unimpressed look. Oh yeah. How are they supposed to knock when they haven't put up the door? Carl walking back to his room. My fault again, I guess. Well, I'm going back to bed. If you need medical treatment, you're out of luck. Good night, bitches. Next morning, Carl walked into the kitchen. Everyone is having breakfast. Carl sits down. Judith's mother looking at Carl. So I have a bruise on my back. Aunt May has a broken wrist. Graham's got a broken hip. You happy now? Carl eating. Well, good news is my batting practice is paying off, huh? Judith walks over. Can we just forget last night and move on? He didn't know it was you. He was trying to protect me. Judith's mother rolls her eyes. Okay, whatever. Judith Grams looks over at Judith. So when am I getting a grandchild? Judith exhales. Grams, for the last time, we are not having children. Grams looks offended.
I don't see why not.
Judith slams her hands down. Have you looked outside lately? Not only is all of New York covered in sand, there is no baby food. There is no drinking water. Oh yeah, and there's 100-foot tall monster looking at us through that window right now, who's waiting for us to come out to eat us. Oh yeah, and Carl's a giant baby that I have to take care of as it is. Grams takes a bite of her food.
I just don't see the problem here.
So everyone has finished eating breakfast, and Judith's family is grabbing their stuff to leave. Judith's mother gives Judith a hug.
Well, it was nice visit, except getting the shit beat out of us by Carl. But other than that, it was nice.
They turn to leave. Carl flips them off from behind.
Double birds!
Yeah. It was very nice to see you all, Carl says. Graham's walking out the door.
Fuck off, Carl.
Once they walk out, Carl covers the entrance with a curtain. Oh, thank God they're gone. Judith's family walking, and then they all get eaten by the giant monster called the Trump, which is a 100-foot tall radioactive Donald Trump fused with a pterodactyl. America!
America!
Judith and Carl sit down, and Carl looks at Judith. You know what? This isn't that bad. Judith puts her head on Carl's shoulder. And that's Abdi Abdal, folks.
Not a bad
Bam.
story. Very classic, a very classic love tale.
It was very nice. I feel like everybody can relate to that scenario. As in wanting to beat, in-laws with baseball bats. And he got to, so he's a lucky guy.
Yeah, that doesn't come around very often.
And you know what? If someone told me there was a 100-foot giant Donald Trump that was fused with pterodactyl, I'd believe that more than him running for president. Like a year ago.
Fact, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, he took billions of dollars, put into research with pterodactyls, and just got all mixed up. And...
It happens, man.
Oh, yeah, have you seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah. Have I seen Jurassic Park? I lived Jurassic Park, okay?
Like, Jurassic Park.
Trumptastic Park.
Trumptastic Park. I would love to watch. I'd watch that movie.
I would watch that
It'd be like Donald Trump. He's like, oh, dinosaurs, you're fired.
They're all the dinosaurs are Donald Trump. Every single one.
They all have, like...
You're fired!
Yeah.
You're fired! You're fired! You're fired!
Don't eat Jackie Gleason.
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't know. The Newman.
What?
Are you thinking of Newman from
No, I'm not
Seinfeld?
thinking of Newman. I'm thinking of,
David Duchovny?
not David. The other one.
Is that his name?
No, it's not. David Duchovny's in X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Oh, no.
I can see his face.
I know what he looks like. Where's the glasses?
He wears the glasses. He's in The
The
Fly.
main character.
Yeah. But how can I not remember his name? That's like the worst part to not remember.
And we
his
just
name.
watched a review on the
I
movie where he
know.
said his name like 100 times.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff
Goldblum.
I'm bringing it for-
Boom.
I'm so fat,
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Oh my god. Alright, Jeff Goldblum.
I was thinking of Orlando Bloom. That's what was confusing me. Legolas over there. Whatever he's done, he's just beefing with Justin Bieber.
No, he's got both his legs, actually.
I didn't say he was Legolas, but he's like a Legolas.
Yeah, well, you just Thor-ran a lot of things at me right now. Alright.
Fuck up.
Well, see yourself at the Dumbledore.
That was so smooth. Okay.
Alright, moving right along to my story. My story is called...
12 Angry Cocks.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this story up. It's called The Ballad of Petty Rock. And I'm going to tell you right now, this story has nothing to do with any form of rocks that are petty.
Except for Chris Rock.
He's very petty.
Kid Rock.
Jack Black. Jack Rock. Some say love, it is a river.
Fuck off.
That drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. And some may be correct. Jamira was a normal, regular woman before the incident in 2026, the day everything changed forever. Due to some political disagreement between two countries, some nuclear weapons were tossed and the world was broken. Now, thanks to the government, a new form of currency is populating the world. Hobo scabs.
What? That's actually big downtown. Hobo scabs is a big deal.
Oh, it's picking up globally, not just here.
Okay.
Thanks to the large amount of nuclear radiation, the globe has seen an increased amounts of both hobos and hobo scabs. How marvelous!
Great, it's fantastic.
The world had been ravaged by the radiation. More than half the population gone, and the ones who survived were badly mutated, but none so bad as Jemira.
Poor Jemira.
Well, some people lost an arm or a leg or gained an extra limb, or that guy who grew 10 dicks out of his chest and proclaimed that he was the human cock cow. See, you think, oh boy, 10 cocks, what could be more awesome? Then, what could be more awesome than that? But girls don't want no scrub. Scrub is a human cock cow that can't get no love from me.
I don't need no cock. Especially 10.
Jemira, however, thanks to radiation, grew a head. No, her legs didn't grow longer, and people wouldn't say, wow, you grew a full head since the last time I've seen you. She actually grew a full head in the flesh.
What does that mean?
It was like a little tiny little head.
Oh, she grew an extra head.
Yeah, like she didn't grow a head.
I thought she had, like...
No.
Okay, so she has a head sticking out of her shoulder.
Yeah, the head was slightly smaller than a regular head should be, and was ruining Jemira's life. It would always say inappropriate things, and loves to make puns at all the wrong time. Comedy is an art, and timing is everything. True. One day, Jemira was walking to the local post-apocalyptic corner store to pick up yet another singles night in starter pack. 1 tub of Ben & Jerry's cookies and cream ice cream, 1 box of Kraft Dinner, and 4-day rentals of both Devil Wears Prada and Made in Manhattan.
What about Magic Mike?
And of course, Bad Boys 2, because there's nothing wrong with getting your big Willie and your Marty Lawrence on. Jemira,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Jemira walks up to the cash with this evening's purchases. The clerk scans the items while remaining eye contact with Jemira. Hey there, beautiful, the clerk says to Jemira, obviously having a small crush on her. Just the usual, huh? The clerk says, yeah, just another quiet night in for me, Jemira replies. Yeah, another night of repeats of some old snoozer movies, giggles the little head. Yeah, anyways, you know I get off at 1. If you're interested, I could bring over some of my movies, the clerk says while blushing. Yeah, I bet you get off to 1. It's called your hand. 1 hand to rule them all. The small head snickers to itself with its failed attempt at humor. Just then, Jemira scoops up all of her things and hurried out the door. On the way home, Jemira looked at the tiny head. What are you doing? He thinks I'm cute, and he isn't disgusted with your tiny head. I bet your clerk bitch has a tiny head, right? Can I get what? You don't understand. I have this huge thing for men with low-end jobs. He's my perfect 10. My pussy-eating skills are perfect 10. I'm on fire, baby. Jemira stormed off home to try and get some rest and relaxation. The two reside in their hobo shack. Also, the word hobo became a hit with everyone, and how the cool kids say words like radical and far out. Yeah, that's how cool this word is. Laying down, Jemira pulls 1 big scoop of ice cream. This is what I deserve. You deserve only the best, my beautiful princess. All the stars in the sky, the tides of Neptune, the rings of the galaxy, and all the love in a young man's heart. This and many more for your perfect heart. The small head lowers its head and looks deep into Jemira's eyes. Thank you. That might be the most beautiful thing anyone has ever said to me ever. I never thought you would ever... Why don't you pop off that top and show me those big old melons? Shouts the little head. Jemira then leans in and kissed the tiny head.
It's getting serious. It's hot. It's hot in here. You won't let me take off my sweater? It's hot.
The head began to sparkle and glisten with the light of 1,000 suns. The tiny head then turned into the most beautiful cock Jemira had ever seen. It had a little mouth for talking and everything. Thank you for freeing me. I've been trapped inside you forever. Now you will never be alone again. Then she was forever happy, and the two, as any two-headed woman should be. The end.
So she had sex with herself.
Yeah, like a lot of it. Times 2.
I'm gonna say there's some good romantic movies out there.
They could pick up this.
There's like Titanic, which is like one of the, and then there's like Dear John, and there's like The Notebook, which is at the top.
Yeah.
But I think this movie beats them all.
The
Because
Ballad.
it shows you should love yourself first.
You can't love somebody else until you love yourself.
And dig a fucking dick out of your body.
You know, sometimes you get a little plantar wart, you gotta dig out the little seeds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little pimple, you gotta squeeze your cheek and get the pimple out of there. Sometimes you got a tiny little head growing on your shoulder, and you gotta fucking compliment that fucker till it turns into a cock.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just the way she goes.
Shoulder dick.
Here at Pulp Fiction, we believe you gotta love yourself.
The stranger, the better.
The stranger, the better. How spooky.
And you know what? I give that story about 36 hobo scabs out of 40.
Hobo scabs are a failing currency. I give your story 400 to Trumps out of 400 to Trumps.
You know what? I'll take it.
Good.
The Trumps will happen. You have to be ready for it.
Oh.
And if you're not,
The future is the Trump.
yeah, you'll end up like Judas family.
Man. Hit with a baseball bat and then eaten by the Trump.
The Trump. Bum America.
Bum America.
Bum, it's the Trump and he's around and he's gonna do Trump all over you. Bum.
Make fucking the Trump on your face. It's gonna do Trump all over you.
Oh shit, let's hope your grandma doesn't listen to this.
Oh man. I hope she does not.
Alright, I think that's time to sign off, folks.
That goes ahead and wraps up today's episode.
Creative Control.
Thank you for tuning in with your dongs.
And if you see a guy with 10 cogs, just be nice. Milk him.
Milk is cocks. Goodbye.